Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you an e.l.f. haul and review. I honestly wasn't even going to do this video, but I just feel that I do want to share my opinion. I want to be honest, and I feel like a lot of you guys on here have followed me because of my extreme couponing, and I was there for you guys to save money. And if I can share with you a review so that way that you guys don't go out and waste your money. I mean, of course, some people really love these products, but I want to share about my experiences with purchasing from e.l.f. I haven't purchased from e.l.f. since 2015. I only can recall of having their brushes still. It's in my dirty pile to clean. But I love their kabuki brush. Now, I have two of these. I have like the ones from old back in the day. I obviously clean them. I have a whole pile of here brushes I gotta clean. But I love their kabuki brushes, and I should have repurchased another one just because I use them, and then once it's dirty, I'll move on to the next one, and sometimes I don't clean my brushes right away, so I need a backup of that kabuki brush. So the fact that I have two of them, I love them. I think some of their brushes are great, their eye brushes. I still have a lot of their brushes and use them. I've gifted them to people. I love their brushes. So I feel like if there's anything I can say that I still have from them is their brushes. And that's it. I went through my whole collection and I couldn't find one e.l.f. thing that I have kept over the years. I did just do a declutter, and I did get rid of the last eyeshadow palette, but that was because it was gifted to me and I really felt bad getting rid of it. But again, it's over 5 years old and I haven't used it probably since then because it is just so big. Like, I'm not really into big palettes anymore. It's like huge, and I'm like trying to dip in my brush into the little squares, and it's just overwhelming. But it was a really beautiful palette, and I did enjoy it back in the day, but I didn't love it. I never felt like I was in love with e.l.f. products. I always felt let down. I felt like every time I would haul from them, and I mean, honestly, like, especially when they would have 50 off, and the one time they had 60 off way back in the day, oh my gosh, I don't even know what year that was, and I would spend, $50, $60, $80, yeah, sometimes I would only be 40 because I would only get so much, and back then they had a lot of dollar items. It was $3 or $5. But I'm not gonna lie, every time I got the hauls in and I would play with it, I was never 100% happy. I never felt joy when I looked at my e.l.f. products, and it was just because, I mean, again, you do get what you pay for from them. I do find drugstore at Rite Aid, CVS, Walmart, Target, like those drugstore brands, Maybelline, L'Oreal, like there's amazing products from them, and this has completely inspired me to want to do drugstore videos and share with you what's really good at the drugstore. So definitely stay tuned for that. If there's a brand that you specifically want to see, let me know below. I don't know if I'm going to go by brand or do like best foundations or best concealers. You guys let me know what you guys would prefer below, or DM me on Instagram at HKSOCKO. But it really has inspired me because I am here to save you guys money. I've always have, and I know I haul a lot, but I feel like definitely with this quarantine and definitely within the last month, I really have thought a lot differently about beauty products. So when I think about my haul, and I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I got 8 things. I much rather would have put this money towards one thing. I honestly rather buy a Chanel blush. I'd rather buy a Tom Ford quad or something crazy. I'd rather use the $30 that I spent on something else. And I actually had this conversation with my husband, and he totally related with cigars. He's like, yeah, he goes, I rather buy the good ones and the ones I know I'm gonna love and enjoy and already have a good experience with, versus sitting there having the cigar and being just miserable halfway through and just not loving it because I wanted to save a couple bucks. And yes, obviously a lot of us, especially in this time, we need to save money. We want to save money. And that's why I'm telling you, like, you don't have to use your $30 and buy Chanel blush. But I'd rather honestly go use my $30 and buy Wet n Wild, buy a L'Oreal product, Maybelline, Physicians Formula. There's so many good things at the drugstore that I feel like that you will be in love with, and it will bring you joy and you'll be happy to use it. And I don't think e.l.f. is like a bad brand entirely, because there's actually one thing I did get that I am happy with. And that was like the one of their main reasons why what inspired this haul. But a lot of people have been talking about these bite-sized products, and so I got 3 eyeshadows and 3 duos. And I'm actually wearing one of these today, and this is the Berry Bad. So out of the 3 eyeshadows I got, this is what I would recommend. However, when I use this shade here, I put this like on the outer, like here and then I wanted to put this to brighten. It literally looked the same. So I actually put Modern Mercury from Estee Lauder in the center there because I was using that today, and it actually made it pop and look really pretty. I will have to say, this lighter matte shade here blended like a dream. I was really impressed. So I kind of have that all over to blend it out and make it look smooth and just nice. I would recommend this one. This one was really, really good. I really do like the Berry Bad. The reason why I got these was because 2 people that I watch on here, I really love and respect their opinion. But I think when people say that these are good, yeah, they're good for $3. But does it bring me joy and make me happy? Not really. I then got pumpkin pie. And I don't know, the matte in here was kind of weird. I don't know. It's really pretty when you're looking at it. Gorgeous colors, great for this season. But again, it's not really doing it for me. This is Cream and Sugar, which I just wouldn't get. I don't really like the color scheme of this, but this would make probably a really good, just regular like highlighter. But I don't know. I really, really liked Berry Bad. But again, when people say that these are good, I think they're definitely, just how I used to, they're definitely speaking on the fact that it's $3. I think if these were, more expensive, I don't think that people would be even talking about these. But again, I think they're definitely just going off of the fact that they are $3. But again, I'd rather have you guys go buy eyeshadows from Wet n Wild, in my opinion. And again, and the reason why I did pick these up is because I'm not into those big eyeshadow palettes anymore. I really want to get like quads now, or quints. I really just don't want so many eyeshadows in a palette because I don't use them all. But I would definitely recommend this if you're going to get any of them. Just remember, like this though, it just didn't really look that different or that brighter if you're thinking it is going to be, but it is really pretty. I would just skip on these other ones, and I didn't try all the colors, so I really don't know. And then I got these duos. So these are, what are these called? I think these are blush highlighter duos. And they even say bronzer, but I guess I didn't get the bronzer. I think I just got the blushes. I got the pomegranate, which this is really pretty. All these highlighters are too dark for me. I then got lychee. And then this one, which I wish I really didn't get, this is Spiced Apple. The worst part is about e.l.f. is on their website. I would have returned all of this stuff, except for I probably would have definitely kept the Berry Bad. And then there's one other item that I would have kept. Everything else I would have returned. And it kind of really sucks that I'm like stuck with spending my money. And then we have Spiced Apple, which I don't know. So this is pomegranate, spiced apple, and lychee. Out of all of these, I definitely want to get the spiced apple. If you're looking for something for fall, this is really pretty. And I really like the lychee, but the highlighters are too dark for me. The quality is so-so for $3, sure. Would I recommend these? No. I mean, I guess if you're in a pinch and you're traveling and you lost all your makeup, then maybe I would get these just to use for like 1 or 2 times and be done with it. But I just feel like even for someone who's getting into makeup, if you don't have products that perform well, your makeup is not going to look good, and it's going to be hard to get better at doing your makeup. And I think when I look back on a lot of photos where I was using e.l.f., yeah, I definitely have gotten better over time with doing my makeup, but I feel like it could have looked better. And yeah, so I guess these are good, okay. I don't even want to say good. They're okay for $3. But again, there's better things at the drugstore if you're really looking to save your money. The next thing I'm like, I don't know. This is called Metallic Flare Highlighter in White Gold. I think the color is really pretty. The texture is like really dry, but I really like the color. And again, I don't know what made me get this. I think this is one of their newer products. So it looks like this, but it's like, it's really hard. It's definitely not a creamy feel to it. So you can see how light it is, but you can build it up. Where is it? I can't even like see it. Okay, so I kind of like it because it gives like this nice like wet sheen. But again, I don't think I would keep this. I have such way better things in my collection. and stuff that's kind of similar to this color that's way more pigmented, way better, creamy feeling. Just, I don't know. But for something light, yeah, this is great. But I feel like if something says metallic, you know, I want it to look metallic. But I mean, again, you can build it up, and I think it's really good for someone who doesn't want to do too much highlighter, but you want a little bit more of a shimmery metallic look, but nothing too crazy. Definitely if you want something to be super metallic, for highlighters, oh my gosh, go light-handed. But I think that some people will like the fact that these are a little bit lighter. And again, it is really pretty, but if I could, I would return it. I'm not, again, it doesn't really bring me joy. When I do travel, I do like to bring my cheaper makeup with me, and that would probably be a product that I would probably bring with me, because I've had things break, get lost, not necessarily like stolen, but just they break, or I lose it, or I forget it, or whatever. And I just like, I bring my cheaper stuff when I travel. The last thing that I actually will recommend as well is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the Universal Sheer. This is one of the things like I really want to try for e.l.f. from when they came out with this, because I did buy the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I actually used the Silk Canvas on this side today and the e.l.f. over here because I really wanted to try it side by side. The Tatcha does have a beautiful fragrance to it, but you don't have to, oh my god, some lipstick on there. But you don't have to have, you know, fragrance in your products to make it smell good and work good. And I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Basically, not a lot of people like fragrance, okay? Like, I personally prefer without fragrance, but since it is a nice fragrance, it's not too strong, it's fine. Anyways, the e.l.f. Poreless, I think it's fragrance free. I don't smell anything. I will have to say this is a little bit more sheer than the Tatcha. The Tatcha, I feel like you want to make sure you're getting less on your finger. That does come with like a little scoop for the Tatcha. I don't use it, it's just a pain. So I just use my finger and I blend it on my face. And I do find that if you do use too much, it starts to like cake up, and you gotta, I don't know, like it is hard to blend. So you really want to go light-handed with the Tatcha. You also want to go light-handed with this as well, but I found that this blended a little bit better than the Tatcha. I was really, really surprised, and I do like the fact that this is a lot smaller, and I believe this is 21 grams, and I believe this is 20 grams, and I do like the fact that the packaging is a little bit better for travel, for your makeup bag, just to take up less space. I personally regret buying the Tatcha even before I tried this e.l.f. I just feel like I don't use this as often as I should. And I've had it since I think 2018 I purchased this, or maybe 2019. No, 2018 I believe I purchased this. And this is $54. $54. You don't need a lot though. I would recommend to buy the mini of this if you really wanted this, because you don't need a lot when you do use it. You're gonna have this thing forever, so I guess you do get a lot for your money. But this is $8 and you get 1 gram more. I would say go with this one. So again, I mean, I don't want you guys to think like I think e.l.f. is a bad brand, because they do have some gems, just like every brand. Every brand has stuff that lacks, but I do. And speaking from my experience, because when I was swatching these and using them and the blushes and whatever, I just felt like the way I used to feel with e.l.f. and that's why I stopped purchasing from them. I just always would just feel a little bit let down. I always would feel like, oh man, I should have just saved my money, bought something else at the drugstore. And honestly, the way I think now is quality over quantity. I'm really looking to downsize my makeup collection in the next couple years, and I kind of just feel like I wish I would have just bought one item, because again, quality over quantity. However, again, I would definitely recommend this primer. If you're looking for a really light highlighter, then I would go with this, but I would skip it. There's, I think, better things. And I would definitely do Berry Bad, okay? These two I will definitely recommend out of this. So I hope this wasn't a long video. I just wanted to really explain to you guys how I feel about it. And again, like just like every brand, there's hits and misses. But I just feel like, again, you can save your money and just get something a little bit better, or instead of getting 5 things, you can get 1 thing. But I understand that we're all trying to save money, and that's why I really want to try, you know, especially the eyeshadows and the blushes, because I thought, oh, these must be really, really good. e.l.f. must have really changed over the last 5 years since I've tried them. I don't think so much they've changed. I think they've got definitely more innovative, like, with their products, but I don't think, like, formula has gotten that much better in my opinion. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Definitely let me know what your opinions are below. Follow me on Instagram at HKSOCKO. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.